Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tuxedo Brown channel, and this is part 2 of the Into the Future review. And in this episode, well, it's not an episode, in this part I am going to explore Oasis Landing, and it's going to be a little bit cut here and there, but you know, I'm just going to explain a few things. Right now you just saw that camera shake a little bit. I don't know whether it was my second mouse that I have attached to my computer, or if it was just the game itself. And I don't know what the deal was. I know they had the problems in their live events a few times, but you know, whatever. The game runs fairly well so far. Now we are going to go and explore Oasis Landing, and you can see some of the buildings that they have there. They have the standard buildings there, and one of the first things that Emmett wants you to do is go take a jetpack and go fly around with it. Anyway, here's one of the houses that I looked at and I actually liked a lot, and I want to say EA, they did a good job with building this one. Actually, I wish I could build like that. Yeah, I have a hard time sometimes with ideas, like if I want to do something ultra modern like this, the ideas are just bad for me. Anyway, the next place we visit is going to be the graveyard. As you see, one side has the Plumbot graves, and then the other side has the Sim graves. And of course, it's got the little mausoleum thing. Now, if you go this way, we run into some of the back in time houses, I guess is what they call them, where they're not quite futuristic, but there is supposed to be a park, and it's got nothing in it. Well, almost nothing in it. And we have here the waterfall, and I like the way it actually functions. It's actually a fishing hole. I just like the way the waterfall falls into the pond and another waterfall, but you know. And if you want to know how to make waterfalls using the fog emitter, I have a tutorial for that on my channel. So subscribe, go to my channel, look for the tutorial list, and you will see that. Now this is one of the train stations. They have 4 in there so far that I've counted. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take Nate, and we're going to go explore. Alright, and as you see, this is the community place where your Sims first go to, and it will have the beds and whatnot. So if your Sim doesn't, you don't want your Sim to have a house in the future, you know, just let them crash there. Now I want to go ahead and apologize to you guys. I know this video sometimes is cut in odd places, but it is because the length of the video so far is 25 minutes, and I'm still trying to edit and get things down to the review part rather than just a let's play. So, oh, by the way, I want to start a competition sometime either the beginning of next month or the middle of next month. But at the end of this video, you will see a preview of the foundation that I want you guys to build on. It's going to be a futuristic competition, and I'm going to try and find a way so you guys can who are not on the exchange, don't have a Sims 3 account, can actually build also and be rewarded. So we'll see how that works. Anyway, right now I sent Nate to see his descendants. Somehow he has descendants, even though he has no kids of his own in the past and doesn't have any relationships either. So that didn't work out, so I had to cut it there. And now I'm sending him to the little shopping area. And when I get there, you're going to see Nate go through the process of checking out the Sims clothes. And of course he's an adult male, so that's the only one I really cover in this video. But once you get the expansion pack, you'll find that the clothes there's a lot of them compared to a lot of other expansion packs. Sometimes they don't have quite as much clothing. So for your Sim, in order to buy clothes in the future, you go to this pedestal over here, And you don't have to click on the dress. You can actually go to the pedestal, and then you can browse and check and see what kind of clothes they have for your sim. And what we're going to do is send Nate through that. We're not going to change his clothes up, but we're just going to explore the shirts and whatnot that they have provided in the game. So once this loads up, you'll see all that good stuff.
Cool.
Okay, here we are with Nate in the Create a Sim clothing section, and that little icon up there, the little asterisk, if you're having trouble with your game sometimes, like I know I do, if the asterisk is not loaded yet, that means all of your Sim's clothing is not loaded either. So that's just the filter button, and we're going to choose that as soon as this finish loading up. That way you can see kind of what the clothes that adult males get in the game. And sometime soon. Yeah. Okay, there it goes. So this is also post commentary. I know in the last video I said that a lot. In this video, this is also going to be post commentary. So if I miss a few things, sorry. If I don't, it'll be alright. Anyway, here's the clothing that their Sims has. The everyday wear, just the shirts, and it's a fair amount. I mean, I like some of it. Some of it's just weird looking. To me, it's weird looking. I mean, you guys might like it. But here we go with the pants, if it loads. Okay, so those are the pants that they get, and they don't get that many. As you can see, the suit that he's wearing now. And then we go to the they also have shorts, by the way, to the full suits that they give us, and that takes us a little second to load, and there's only 3 of them, so it's not that bad. And we get shoes, which is only 3 of them. Now we can go to the formal section, and it's got the same 3 pair of shoes. So let's go to the tops, and they're pretty much the same as in the everyday clothing, and I haven't noticed any difference anyway, because honestly I don't really play The Sims as in build a sim and live their life out. I just build houses. That's the fun part for me. So now we are in the swimwear, or no, nightwear. Anyway, sorry. And this is, we got like 12 items in the pants section. They don't have any shirts, I don't think, and no full suits. So after that we go to the athletic wear, and no full suit for that either. You got the upper shirts, upper body wear, which is basically the same all around. And then you go to the pants section, or maybe I just skipped that, I don't know. Anyway, swimwear, no shirts, and only 6 pair of shorts, and they're pretty much the same all around. There's nothing really different. I mean, there's varieties of when you can wear them and where they wear them to. Other than that, it's really nothing too much to the Create a Sim, the clothing areas. The clothes actually do look nice, the ones we do get, but for the amount of objects we get, and the clothes, and the whole new world to explore, this expansion pack is great. I would buy it in a heartbeat. Of course I bought it, but you know, if I were you and you were looking at a review and wanted to know a definite yes or no answer of whether or not you should buy this expansion pack, my bet is on yes. Now, for the sake of time, I had to edit this video again and cut out a few things. It's nothing that I had really skipped. I just bought a jetpack, and there's nothing really to doing that. You just go over to the little pedestal and choose it. And so I sent Nate to the bot emporium, where you can go and see what kind of bots that you would want to make. You can also pre-purchase bots that are already on those pedestals, and you can also go and make your own. So I'm gonna send Nate over here, and he's gonna just explore this bot right quick. I think I sent him to buy this one immediately, but if I don't, he'll buy it later on in the video. And I think actually I don't think I bought this one just yet. I think I just sent him to fix his phone, and then sent him over to the bot creation machine so that he can go and explore the options there. And we'll see that in just a moment or two. So, but like I said, you can, if you got the money for it, you can go ahead and purchase a SimBot. Or you can come over here, and it doesn't take long to get to the option of making a SimBot. I think you just have to use this machine like 5 times. I know each time that I used it, I had more options open up. And as you see, I got Nate creating the Nancy's, I think it's called. And well, I'm going to speed through this one a little bit. I think I hit speed 4 in this moment. And you'll see him eventually go through the process of making the chips. And eventually I'll get to making a bot. Later on in the video, I actually forgot to do the recording of making a bot in this section. So after this, you're going to see him create the bot and go into create a bot mode. So I'm going to make him do a few things here. The animation here is still the same no matter what you do. And also with this machine, you can make the chips that you need for your SimBot in order to adjust their personalities and their abilities and all the other things. I do believe it is after this part that he's creating the chips and whatnot that I actually make him go and buy a SimBot rather than make one just yet. And later on in the video, like I said before, you can see him go and create one. And like I said, I only did this twice, I think. Used that machine twice, and more options opened up really quickly. So when you get this game, don't think you have to do a whole lot in order to learn to make your SimBot. It happens really quickly. So he's going to go over and he's going to purchase a SimBot, this green one over here. And I can't quite see exactly how much it costs. I'm pretty sure it was a good amount. But then again, he's a millionaire, so that's fine. And the thing about purchasing versus creating, I'll show you in a moment where he goes and tries to adjust their traits.
A newbie.
And you'll see that you can exchange the chips fairly easy. There's nothing to it. You just tell the SimBot what you want to do. And I'm going to take the one chip out, the the bad personality one. I can't quite see it from here because when I'm editing the video is kind of blurry, so I can't quite read the words that are on the screen. But you'll get what I mean whenever you see the video. And I'm going to take that chip out, and I'm going to send the SimBot to buy a chip. You can also buy them, by the way. You don't have to just make them. And I'm going to send Nate back over to the bot creation machine, and he is going to make some other stuff. And as you're going to see in the buy menu, when the bot is choosing, you can go into the bot emporium and buy plenty of things. You can buy the books in order to learn to make the bots. You can also buy the chips, like I said, the little yellow part up there, and you can just exchange them out, put them in, put them out in your SimBot as much as you want. But the great thing about buying them versus making them, like I think I said earlier, is the slots that are open for your chips. The more expensive the bot you buy, the more that are open. Versus if you just make one, it's not quite as many chips you can put in there. So right now he's just going through more options in the SimBot creation machine. And as you see, the animation is pretty much the same, so no matter what you do. Now I'm going to send him over. I'm going to get the chip, that one, and just sell this one. I'm going to go back down a little bit. And then we're going to get the chip from the SimBot and we're actually going to put it into the Simbot with Nate. I don't know why I'm stuttering. It's late for me, and I just got off work kind of tired. So if it seems like I'm not quite all there talking, sorry. It's just right now I'm kind of just tired. Anyway, now we're gonna get the chip from the bot. I think I did that already, just through the inventory and transferred it that way. And then we're gonna tell Nate to put the chip in the bot. As you see, it's fairly easy. Just click on that one and it gives you your options. And well, that's pretty much it. Okay, so now I'm going to fast forward this part, and we're going to show you. I'm going to show you what it looks like whenever they take the train. And it's actually pretty cool. It's not like your subway looking transportation sections that they used to have in like Bridgeport. You actually see the train moving. It's kind of awesome. It makes me wonder if they could actually put like just regular trains in the game. That way you can travel around that way instead of like just cars or bikes or something. Anyway, one thing I did not do in this video, which I absolutely forgot to do, was the hoverboards, and to look and see how those work in the game, see if they're glitchy or not, because I know that during the live events they had a few glitches every now and then. But here we go on the train, and as you see, it's fairly fast, and it travels around those pegs that they have sitting up. And when I was editing the world, I was adding empty lots, and there's plenty of spaces to add empty lots. By the way, if you haven't noticed, haven't looked at it, there's a lot of empty space, and they don't have the pre-built lots in certain places that you'll delete them, and then you can't replace it. That's not in the game. So here we are. This is the part I was talking about where we create the Simbot. Now what you do is you go to the Robot Emporium, or you buy that Simbot creation machine. I don't know exactly what it's called in the game, but it allows you to create your Simbot. And you give it a name, you pick its gender, pick its voice, and then from there is you don't pick the like personality or anything. That's what the chips are for. But you can choose the head shape, the torso, the arms, and the legs, and you can also change the colors and whatnot. And what I'm doing now is I'm creating a Simbot. I'm calling her Lizzie, and I'm gonna pick one type of head for her, and I think it's pretty neat. Like that's the one that on the Simbot that you saw earlier with the weird looking eyes. But then scroll down a little bit and find this one, and I actually like this one a lot. Kind of reminds me of those little a little robot that I had when I was a little kid. I don't remember the name of it, but anyway, I'm gonna pick this torso because it's a little bit different than the ones we saw earlier. And picking the arms, there's plenty of arms, different types that you can choose from. And I didn't want those that looked a little thin, but it took me a little while to actually get to the arms that I was looking for. And I chose a default color, which would be green, but it's one of my favorite colors anyway, other than blue. So, and I use blue too much in all of my videos and houses and whatnot. So, when I get to the arms, then you see I got those. And then I get to pick my legs, or the bot legs, and those right there actually stand out for me just a little bit, so that's what I stuck with. And I accidentally hit the random button, and then I just undo it and end up going back into and saving my Simbot. Alright, so once I'm done with this section, I'm going to go and we're going to end up back at the community lot. And I think I go through the process again of changing the chip, that or it's a tune-up. And what your Simbot will do if you're doing the tune-up, you can it starts out as fragile, and then of course as it gets better and more efficient. Your Simbot can do more and you can add more traits and all that other stuff. And the animation for it's kind of awesome. I did forget, I forgot that I added the chip to it, and that's basically it for when you add chips. You just pick and choose which ones you want. And of course, here we go with the tune-up. Maybe. Okay, it did actually do the tune-up. Yeah, I didn't quite remember because I recorded this a while ago, and the commentary, like I said before, was on there, but the thing screwed up. But anyway, this is it for the review part of Into the Future. The next part will be the foundation that I talked about earlier for the next competition that I'm going to have either somewhere in November. So it should be up in just a moment. Okay, that's going to be the foundation right there. This is on a 40-40 lot. I haven't set any rules. I haven't set any conditions or anything. But that is actually 2 foundations. That's a double foundation, by the way. And if you're having trouble with using these foundation, I do have a tutorial for that on my channel. I have several tutorials on my channel if you want to check those out. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, to share it with your friends. If you have questions, you can ask me here. You can ask Twitter, Facebook. I'm on Tumblr. All my links and stuff will be in the description. So, once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.